Hi there, thank you so much to everybody for coming along to today's session. My name's Iona and I'm a student development coach here at the Adam Smith Business School at the University of Glasgow. Okay, so to kick off today's session, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start off with a brief 5-minute presentation just to introduce us and the Adam Smith Business School. So we feel that the Adam Smith Business School has fantastic support for you as students. So if you did choose to come and study here, we really aim to have student well-being, inclusion, internationalization, and employability at the heart of what we do alongside your academic studies. So we have a whole student experience team who are here to create an exceptional student experience. And we really want to empower you, so not just academically, but also personally and professionally while you study with us here at the University of Glasgow. So our team is led by a student experience and enhancement manager who oversees all our team's activities and links in with the wider College of Social Science, which is the college which the Adam Smith Business School sits within. There are 3 student development coaches which support each of the subject areas here at the Adam Smith Business School. So we're split into 3 main subjects, so management, accountancy and finance, and economics. And Carol, myself, and Bruce will support you with your skills development and your employability, because a huge focus of deciding to study with us tends to be on what you're going to do afterwards, and we're here to support you to help to plan for that. We also have an internationalization coordinator who supports all our international activity in the school. So as well as that support with employability, your student development and your well-being are also at the heart of what we do. And so we have student development and well-being advisors who can help you with your study skills, with any aspects of your mental health and well-being, as well as extracurricular opportunities. And some of these opportunities include, for example, case competitions, which you can get involved with, and our colleague Karen supports you to take part in all sorts of activities. We also have communications assistants who will be able to share any kind of interesting activities that are going on within the university and beyond. So we're quite a big team. And really, we want you to know that your degree is hugely important when you study here at the University of Glasgow, but there's also lots that you can get involved in out with that. And something which we launched last year, which is new and unique to the University of Glasgow Adam Smith Business School, is the Compass onboarding programme. So it's not just that you will come here and have your induction, you'll also have this comprehensive 100-day postgraduate onboarding programme, which we think really mirrors what you would experience in industry. And we're here to guide and support you through that journey. Another flagship programme which we have here at the Adam Smith Business School is the Adam Smith Skills Award. Now, this is an extracurricular award which you can gain alongside your studies. And you can come along to workshops, for example, in the school. You can gain credit for doing extracurricular activities, volunteering, part-time work. So this is something which we would really recommend you to get involved in and is looked on very favourably by employers. If you'd like to find out more about the Adam Smith Business School and what we do and what we're involved in, these are all the links to our social media. So this is something which you might want to do to get a flavour of student life here at the Adam Smith Business School. So you can just scan that QR code which is up on the screen, and that'll link you into all our social media activity. So that was just a brief 5-minute presentation to introduce you to the Adam Smith Business School and our team. And I'm now going to welcome some of our current postgraduate students here at the Adam Smith Business School to share their experience with you. So we have some fantastic postgraduate students here who have agreed to give up their time today to share their experiences.
Ritvig, would you like to introduce yourself to everybody on the call, please?
Yeah, hi, Carol, Iona. Thank you so much for the opportunity. So, guys, my name is Ritvij. I'm from India, and I'm pursuing my international business MSc here at the University of Glasgow. Before that, I did my undergrad at Symbiosis International University, India. I did my undergrad in business, and I'm also the student representative along with my colleague Ting Ting for the international business program, and involved in some of the societies, including Amnesty International and some other societies as well. And apart from this, I do podcasting, mountaineering, cooking in my free time as hobbies. So pretty much.
Thank you. Ting Ting, would you like to introduce yourself?
Hello, everyone. Thanks for the opportunity. My name is Ting Ting, and I'm a postgraduate student at Adam Smith Business School, studying international business, and I'm from China. And actually, I've been here for only 2 months, but it's already been an exciting and a fulfilling experience, both in my studies and my daily life, and which I really enjoy with all this support and the kindness I've received from both the university and the community. So, well, it feels like a magical journey to me. So I'm here at the meeting, really want to share my experience and feelings with you. Thank you.
Brilliant. Yeah, thank you both for giving up your time, and you are just quite new students with us, so it's fantastic to hear about your experiences. So I've just got a few questions that I'd like to put to you both, so that you can share your experiences with those on the call who are considering coming to the Adam Smith Business School. So if I could ask you first, what it was that motivated you to come and study at the Adam Smith Business School at the University of Glasgow?
Ting Ting, you want to go first?
Yeah, well,
Okay.
first, from a practical perspective, with the university ranked the 78th in the QS rankings, I felt confident that the high standards would ensure a great education. And secondly, Adam Smith, the father of modern economics, studied here. I feel that graduating from the same school with him would be a great honor for me. And plus, I am a Harry Potter fan. I won't miss out the chance to study at Hogwarts.
Yeah, that was quite interesting. Yeah, for me, it was Sir Adam Smith, the father of economics. As a student of business, I've grown up, studying about Adam Smith. So when I got an opportunity to study at the very place where Adam Smith used to study, used to teach, so I couldn't resist, and I'm like, I'm going to this place because nothing better, no opportunity can be a better than studying in the very place. So one was definitely Adam Smith. Second was the research reputation of the University of Glasgow, because University of Glasgow happens to be one of the leading universities in the world, ranked in top 100 across all the major rankings and research rankings as well. So yeah, the kind of research output and the kind of academic cult the University of Glasgow has, this is something which brought me here. So yeah.
Fantastic. Thank you both very much. And Ting Ting was referring there to Hogwarts and Harry Potter. And if you have a look online, you'll see some pictures of the university. We have some very beautiful old buildings that the students certainly enjoy being as part of our campus, alongside some very modern buildings as well. So thank you both for that. My next question, I know you're both studying on the same programme, but I'm just interested to know, so far in your experience of having been here for a few months, what's been the thing you've enjoyed the most?
Well, the best thing that we have 5 courses in the first semester, and we have six to 8 professors, I believe, and they are all from different countries. They have different teaching methods, and I really enjoy this complementary teaching method and talking with them. And they are really good at encourage students to speak up. So which really boost my confidence, because back in my hometown, we usually just sit there and listening to what teacher said. The interaction is very minimal. But here, I feel very confident to speak out, to speak up my opinions, and to interact with the professors and my students and my classmates. So I think that's the best part. A totally different learning experience from my hometown, and it's very international, and I benefit a lot from their diverse backgrounds. Thank you.
Yeah, so for me, it would be a combination of a lot of things. So first, as Ting Ting mentioned, professors. So we have some of the best professors in the world, and I would personally like to talk about Professor Stephen, who happens to be one of my favorite professors. I mean, before coming here, I had absolutely no idea the kind of teaching would be here. But after coming here and after attending Professor Stephen's as well as other professors' classes, I'm like, if this is something which is called teaching, then I am going to be a student forever. I don't want to work. I don't want to be a part of any other thing. I'm just going to be student. The kind of practical experience you get, and the kind of academic theories you learn in such an interesting way, that is something which is really interesting about Glasgow. And also, like Tintin mentioned, you have professors from different parts of the world. So we have a professor from Korea, we have a professor from Germany, another professor from Scotland, India, and other countries as well. So when you get to study from professors from different geographical locations, you get to know about their culture, their business, because a professor from India will have an understanding of how the businesses in India works. Similarly, German professor will talk about how businesses in Germany work. So you get a holistic understanding of the world. If by having representation from different parts, you get a very very practical experience of that particular country. Second thing would be the professors are really nice and really approachable. So I come from India, where academics is taken like kind of very seriously, and professors are kind of serious back there. But here, professors are very serious in teaching. But when it comes to like having a casual conversation about life, casual conversation about your career path, they are very much open to it, and they are very very nice and approachable, and they always encourage you to speak in the class. And even if you're not speaking, they will come to you and they will ask that what is the problem, and they will address your problems. And so all of these things. Third would be international crowd. So one thing which I'm really really glad about is that I have the opportunity to study with people from different parts of the world. So although I'm studying in Scotland, but I don't feel like I'm studying in Scotland, because sometimes I feel like, oh, I'm studying in Beijing. Sometimes I feel like, oh, I'm studying in Berlin, because we have people from different parts of the world, and the kind of conversations they have about their culture, about their academics. And when you listen to those conversations, you get to know a lot of different things. So the international crowd is again a plus point. And the societies which we have here, the library itself is 13th floor library. And I mean, this is one of the best things here at the Glasgow. So a lot of different factors I really enjoy about Glasgow.
Thank you both very much. It sounds like you've had a really excellent first few months with us, and interesting that you both pick up on the interactive learning experience that you're having, and that's been a bit different maybe to what you had experienced before, and some lovely feedback for our academic staff there as well. So thank you for that. Something maybe a bit away from the practicalities of the teaching and the course. But I'm just interested if you had any advice for particularly international students or anyone who's considering moving to Glasgow if they're applying to the Adam Smith Business School, and what advice you would have for prospective students on how to build friendship networks when you start studying here at Glasgow.
Ting ting. Yeah.
It's like 70% of my classmates are from China. So as a Chinese student, I understand how they struggle with their language barriers and how they want to make friends, but they don't know how, or maybe afraid of all the different cultures or languages. But I mean, literally everyone, both from the university and the community, is super friendly. Like when I go for walks in the Kelvin Park near the campus, or strangers I met would say hi and wish me a good day. And my classmate Rewatch just invited me to celebrate the India festival Diwali last week. And the professors know just how to encourage you to speak, and which really helped me to build my confidence. What I'm trying to say here is that don't be afraid to speak up because of language barriers. You can build a friendship just by saying, hello, I'm Tintin, I'm from China, where are you from? And the professors are almost like friends. And it's really easy to build friends here because, Scottish people, they are famous for their friendliness. And all Indian friends and the Chinese friends, they are all friendly. So don't be afraid, just speak up. Don't be afraid. You can just speak Chinese to your Indian friends. Because, wait till you learn some Chinese. You did?
A bit of it, just ni hao.
What's your advice?
Yeah, so first would be that take initiative. Like I know a lot of students and a lot of my friends, like when they talk to me, they're like, oh, I'm not able to make friends because I don't know what to talk to them and I don't know how to approach them. It's very simple, and you have to understand that all of us are on the same page. It's just been a month here, and everybody wants to make friends and stuff. So you should not think it like something as a big task or something like that. You just go and say hi, and everybody's on the same page, and they will reciprocate back in the same way. And then you can start talking about your hobbies. Maybe you can exchange Instagram or numbers. I mean, it's like very, very friendly, and Glasgow is known to be the friendliest city in the world, as they say. So you can make friends like really easily. It's just that you have to start speaking and you have to start approaching people. Other way to make good friends is to join clubs and societies, because that is the place where you can meet people of your interest. So like I'm a part of a lot of business and economics and politics society, as well as the mountaineering and all of these societies. So when I go to their events, and I meet like-minded people. So when you meet like-minded people, and when they are talking on one particular thing, like just for example, if we are talking about free market theory of Adam Smith, and you also have a view on this, so obviously you will either challenge the view of that person, or you will like compliment, and that's how you become friends, right? So it's just that you have to be very, very open about it, and you should not think this is a big deal saying hi and stuff. It's like super easy, and I have made a lot of international friends, invited a lot of them to my Diwali celebration, as Ting Ting mentioned. So it's very easy to make friends. I was a very introvert person back in India, but here, I mean, once I started making friends, I feel like I'm an extroverted person, and Ting Ting made me ask me to give a test, and there I got like ENFJ or something. So it's very easy to make friends. Yep.
Oh, thank you both. Great to hear that you've already been sharing some other experiences with each other. And yes, Scotland people are very friendly, and in Glasgow we have a saying, "People make Glasgow." So Ting Ting is right. People will say hello to you as perhaps you're walking past in the park. It's a very very friendly city to be a part of. So we have quite a lot of questions in the in the chat from those of you who are joining us, and we're just going to move to them in a moment. But I just want to ask our current students one final question before we come to yours, and that is, if you could maybe share with us what your career aspirations are for when you have finished your studies with us, if indeed you've thought about that so far. But what are your hopes for the future once you've completed your postgraduate study here?
Well, I haven't thought about it thoroughly, but my simple ideal is that with the knowledge and the skills I learned from the university, I may find a job, an overseas job, to work with people from different countries, or maybe I'm thinking about getting a PhD. Because there are a lot of opportunities here. I'm still exploring which is best for me. But I'm not worried about is that you can have a lot of opportunities here. So don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of, what can I do after graduation? Just explore.
Yeah, for me, it's pursuing a PhD, and this is also an advice. So if you are in the first year of your master's degree, start approaching your professors, start writing emails to them that you're interested in further research. Obviously, the topic which interests you. So I mean, the kind of academic culture which Glasgow has. Obviously, PhD is the thing which I'm going for, because that was my only motivation to join Glasgow. And after coming here and after seeing the professors, I'm like, I want to be in this place someday. So yes, academic research is what I want to go get into. And yeah, I'm reaching out to professors, starting to apply to various universities, including Glasgow. So yeah, PhD is something which I really want to do.
Okay, thank you both. And we do, as Iona mentioned, we do have lots of support here for students. You'll be here for 1 year with us studying your postgraduate course, but it does go very quickly. And it's great to hear that you're both already thinking about those next steps. And that's part of our team's responsibility here in the student experience team, is to help to support you with those professional goals and your career development when you're here. So thank you both for those. I think we're going to have a look at some of the questions in the comments that people have asked, and hopefully we can address those just now.
Yeah, so there's just a question here asking whether this live broadcast will be recorded, and just to say it definitely will. So you will be able to access this recording afterwards. So that includes anybody that's not able to join live today, and they'll be able to watch this afterwards. So I think Rewatch and Ting Ting, hopefully this will be a great resource to share with our prospective students. I just wondered whether you could maybe share a little bit about what it means to you to be class reps as well at the university, kind of what that's involved and what you got out of that experience so far.
Which?
Yeah, okay, I'll go ahead. Okay. So when I was in India, we used to have the class rep thing there as well. But there the class rep was very different from here. I mean, it was good back then, but here I realized it's something on a different scale altogether. Because last week only, I remember attending a meeting where I had the opportunity to give suggestions to the university to, how to improve the course, how to, fix the timings, examinations, everything. So when you have an opportunity to to be the voice of so many students from different parts of the world and represent them and go to the university and say, look, these are the problems which we are facing, or these are some things which we like to be included in our course, or these are some things which we are really enjoying, and thank you for that. So when you have the opportunity to do all this, you feel like, okay, you are doing something meaningful and you're giving back to the university and you're giving back to the class. The best thing about being the student rep is that you get the chance to make a lot of friends, because people from different backgrounds, different countries, different parts of the world just reach out to you and asks for help or ask for suggestions, and then you help them and give them some suggestions, and you feel like you're already making friends without even doing some extra efforts. So this is one of the interesting parts of being class rep. Yep.
Well, actually, Rewatch and we have created a group chat which covered almost every classmates in our program, and I received some feedbacks about this. They said this group chat really help them to grow this sense of belonging, because they know who to reach out for. Sometimes maybe they are too shy to reach out for the professors or the staff from the university, but they feel comfortable to reach out for like a fellow students. So that's the best part. I feel that I can contribute to build this belonging, this sense of belonging, and make them feel like home. Because in our hometown, we tend to have this group chats and to communicate or giving instructions through this social media. So I feel very honored to like collect each to collect everyone together and make them feel at home.
And I want to add regarding the group chat. So, to be more diverse and to be more engaging, we have two different kinds of group chat. So, one, we have WeChat for Chinese students, because Chinese students mostly use WeChat and not WhatsApp. And then we have WhatsApp for students from other parts of the world. So, doesn't matter if you are not familiar with WhatsApp, or you are not on WhatsApp. That's not a problem. You have a WeChat, and then you also have a WhatsApp, and then obviously we are also approachable through emails, and our numbers are there with all the students. So we are trying to be as inclusive as possible, considering respecting the geographical technologies and stuff.
That's brilliant. Thank you so much for that. So I think we've had a couple of questions in the chat from prospective students who've maybe studied a slightly different undergraduate course compared to what they're looking to study at postgraduate. So, for example, there's somebody who's studied more of a marketing focused undergraduate degree and is looking to do a master's in economics. And then there's also somebody who maybe already has a bit of work experience before coming into the program. And I think just to say that we do have a very diverse range of students across our postgraduate programs. So Carol and I definitely see a lot of students for one-to-one coaching sessions, and also in workshops across the business school. And so quite often our students might decide to study their masters in a different area compared to their undergraduate study. Some people will decide to focus on the same area that they studied for undergrad, but it does tend to be quite diverse. So hopefully that shouldn't be too much of a barrier. But I think some links have been shared in the chat just with the specific entry requirements, because they will vary program to program. So we don't want to give you any incorrect advice. I just wondered, Ritwij and Ting Ting, from your program, would you say that there is kind of a variety of students who've studied kind of different subjects for their undergraduates, or do most of them tend to have studied business previously?
Well, if you ask me, I would say mostly people are business students, but in business also we have different kinds of subfields. Like somebody is from marketing, some are from human resources, some are from operations, some are from finance, some are from the international business. So obviously the majority part is represented by the business students, but in that thing also we have too many subfields. Also, it's not that we only have people from the business background. We have a lot of people from engineering background, a lot of people from fashion background as well. So it's a diverse course and it's a very inclusive course. But yeah, I would say mostly people are from business background, because a lot of them want to move their career path in like a fixed way. So maybe.
Yeah, most of our classmates are from business background, but it doesn't matter which background you are from, because here the professors would teach you how to start your own business. Because in a diverse teaching method, whether in theoretically or practically. So just don't be afraid or be worried that professor just know how to to show to give you the lessons, how to gain knowledge and most theoretically or practically, and scale all these skills, and help you to work with other students from different backgrounds. You can benefit a lot from these diversities. And if you work like you study or work with people from only one background, from one major, would be less fun.
And I would like to add on what Ting Ting said. So professors are, are professors have this thing in mind that people are coming from different background. So I remember in the entrepreneurial finance class, a lot of students were concerned about, we don't know maths and we have not studied mathematics previously. So how are we going to manage? And professor was very, very, kind to all of us. I mean, I am somebody who has not studied maths either. So, professors know that you come from different backgrounds, and professors know you might not have a good understanding of the subject before. So they have this in mind. So they try to teach in a very, very inclusive manner, a very easy manner, I would say. And they are not going to bombard you with some really tough concepts. They're going to start building things from the base. So you don't have to worry if you are not from the business background, or you don't have a background of mathematics or finance. So I'm from the marketing background, but I'm also taking courses related to finance, and it's pretty chill.
Thank you. Carol, did you want to add anything there, just kind of from an economics point of view?
I think it's also important to highlight there's lots of other support in the university. So although we're talking about the student experience team here today, we do have a wider student learning development team who are here to also support you with your studies while you're here. There's lots of great resources and courses, including math support that they offer. So that might be something that you might want to have a look at. And we can put a link in the chat to highlight those other supports that are there if that's not perhaps your background, or you'd like to explore some of that maths in a bit more detail. I think we also had a question earlier on in the chat. Somebody was asking about a PhD study, and I just wanted to highlight there's actually is a separate Q&A happening today at 3 o'clock. So if you want to go back on the main web page for the online postgraduate sessions that are running today, at 3 o'clock there is one specifically on PhD. So that might be something that you would like to join if PhD study is something you've got some specific questions about. They would be able to help you out in that session later this afternoon.
Okay, just wondered while we've got our students here, if there's any other questions in the chat that you would like to ask them at all. So there's quite a few questions coming in about entry requirements, and hopefully they're being covered by the team and kind of giving you some links to follow up on that. But I just wondered if there's any other questions at all about the student experience, or about kind of life here at the University of Glasgow. So we've definitely got a student, I think, that studied engineering before, and it was nice to hear from you guys that you certainly have come across that there are students who've studied different subjects before. And I think that's the thing about the postgraduate courses, like you say, is that they should be taught in a way that there's not a kind of certain level of prior understanding in each subject, because everybody might have come from a different specialism before. So hopefully they should be accessible to everybody.
Can I add something?
Yeah, share. That'd be lovely.
Actually, I haven't written an essay in 10 years, but I take the writing program from SLD, and I booked an appointment with them. And with their help, I've just finished my first essay yesterday, which is really exciting. And I feel a great sense of achievement.
Well,
I would
that's
also
fantastic.
like to add about essays. So we also have like different set of assignments. So here the evaluation is not just based on your examinations, like the end term closed book examinations. No, so there are some courses where you have an essay to submit, where you have a research report to submit, where you have a presentation to give, and there is this very interesting course in which you have to generate a business idea and prepare the whole business model and present in the class in order to pass the subject. So you have like really interesting and diverse set of evaluation criteria as well. And also I would like to add that attendance here in Glasgow is not a thing. I know a lot of Indian students and they always complain that in India you have 75 and 80% attendance policy, and even by mistake you miss it, it's a lot of trouble. So here it is not a thing. As long as you are sincere about your subjects and you are actively taking part, even if you miss some classes, that's fine. So
That's great, thank you. So we just had a question in the chat about the student workload. So how much time you can find for other interests such as societies and fun times? Do you find that difficult to manage, or how is that for you both?
okay, so for me, I'm a part of a lot of politics and economics and business societies. So to be really honest, it's quite difficult to manage all of these things together, because you also have your assignments and then you also have a lot of other stuff. And when you are an international student, you also have to manage your household stuff. So I mean, it could be if you are a part of a lot of societies, but if you can limit your participation, that could be easily manageable. So if you are a part of 2 3 societies, that's absolutely fine. But if you are a person like me who's part of 20 societies, you are going to have some difficulties. But it's totally manageable if the number is like not very much, because here the societies are very active and they have a lot of events related to academics, a lot of events, not just academics but also to explore different places. You have walking society, you have mountaineering society, you have cooking society, you have dancing. I was even surprised that you guys even have a skydiving society. So it really depends upon the number of societies you join and the kind of interests you have.
Well, actually, in the first 3 to 4 weeks, you have the time to enjoy your life and to join in different societies. But in the middle of the semester, you got the assignments coming, so you might want to like academic go first. And at the December, it's the examining month. You better be prepared. I mean, but it doesn't matter because we had the whole winter holiday and the summer holiday. You got a bunch of time to enjoy your life here. So during the middle semester or the exam month, you better be prepared for academic. Then you enjoy your life during your holiday. You can manage it that way.
And as far as enjoying life is concerned, I mean, once you are coming to the class and once you are in the library and you see a lot of students out there doing their assignments, you already enjoy those things. And that is like a really different experience when you have so many people working on their different sort of projects from different backgrounds. You really enjoy the culture, to be really honest, and it's a different experience in it altogether.
And the James Learning Hub is amazing.
Yeah, that we do have some fantastic resources for you to study on campus. And I just wondered, in terms of what you were saying about your time in the holidays, have either of you got any plans to explore other areas, either in Scotland or in Europe, while you're here this year?
Yeah, I'm planning to take Ben Nevis, the highest peak in the UK. So hopefully I will achieve it. So this is what my plan is. Apart from it, maybe we'll dive deep into some of the topics which I have studied during the semester so that I can prepare for my research and research proposals and my PhD. Yep.
Well, I'm still struggling with my English, as you can hear, but I'm not worried about exploring whether it's in Scotland or outside of Scotland, because I've already met some amazing friends. He teach me Spanish, and he showed me how to explore the Scotland, how to spend our holidays. He lead me to explore. So don't be afraid or worried.
And I would also like to add, since a lot of students are here who are planning to apply or who are in the process of making their applications for next year, so everything is clearly mentioned on the website. The entry requirements, how do you go about statement of interest? All of these things are very clearly mentioned on our website. I mean, to be really honest, if you ask me, I gathered all the information through the website, and I'm also 100% scholarship holder in the form of Adam Smith Global Challenges Scholar. So, and about that scholarship also, I get to know from the website because it's like really convenient. You have sections divided, entry requirements, scholarships, program structure, all of it. So I would definitely recommend all of you people to go to the website like really thoroughly. And if you want to take help of AI tools like ChatGPT, just copy the whole thing and ask them to explain in easy language if English is something which you struggle with. But it's like a very, very easy to understand English. So
Thank you. We've just got a question here in the chat just about whether the campus allows students to pray religiously and whether there are special rooms for prayer here on campus. And we just wanted to highlight that, yes, there definitely are. And we've just posted a link in the chat there for further information. But just to say that we do welcome students, from all different religious backgrounds and all. So yeah, we're supportive of that. But yeah, if you go onto that link there in the chat, you should find all the information on Faith on Campus there.
yeah, and I would like to add that even in the library we have a praying room. So we have praying rooms of different faiths, and that is a very, very interesting part here in Glasgow.
And vegetarian canteens, so don't be afraid if you are vegetarian.
Like me, I was really, really worried that how am I going to manage. But when I came here, not just vegetarian, you have vegan options as well in the canteens and in other places in the university.
And one of the most important thing is that the price for food and necessities is very affordable, quite affordable. Well, if you haven't packed everything, don't be afraid. You can buy everything here with a reasonable price. Actually, cheaper price.
Yeah. And even you get the food from your part of the world here as well. For like, I'm an Indian, and I cannot think of a single Indian food which I cannot get here. And Ting Ting and other people attended my Diwali celebration, and I promise I didn't get anything from India. I got all the things from here, all the ingredients and everything. So you get a lot of things here. So you don't have to worry about carrying Indian spices, because I know a lot of my friends who carry Indian spices and their 10 kgs of weight is distributed for that. You don't have to worry. You get everything from garam masala to chaat masala. You are sorted here.
Oh, thank you so much. I think food's maybe a good place to finish up today. I know it's something that's on a lot of people's minds. So yeah, great that you can buy ingredients from all over the world here in Glasgow. And we just wanted to thank you, Rewatch and Ting Ting, so much. I think it's been such a valuable session for our prospective students just to hear firsthand from your experiences. So we can't thank you enough for supporting the session today. I think we're going to just finish up now, but thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you so much. It was a pleasure answering all your questions and being a part of this. Thank you.
Thank you.